Look at that, guys, $1,800 that we've wasted with our Amazon advertising. This is the amount that these Amazon PPC campaigns have collected, but they have not generated any sales for us. So what we're gonna do, can we actually trim down this wasted ad spend? The answer is for sure. Let me show you in this video how we can do that in under 15 minutes. So let's get started. What is going on, guys? Today I'm gonna show you a new method of how you can eliminate a lot of wasted ad spend. Sometimes I see thousands of dollars that are collected from these different search terms that are not being monitored, and what we're gonna do is really cut down on this wasted ad spend using one of these methods that I'm gonna show you in this video. And there is always like this instance where when you are analyzing, search term report, you might see that there are a lot of different search terms that don't have a lot of significant data where you can make a good decision, right? And clear decision as to whether you should put this search term as negative, right, to prevent a lot of irrelevant clicks. But what we're gonna do instead is focus on these individual words that each search term share and combine these search terms together to see which words actually contribute to a lot of relevant clicks, where we can negate these individual words so that there are no search terms that are being triggered, right? And this will help you save thousands of wasted ad spend and really help you reduce your ACOS, right, for different PPC campaigns. So without further ado, let's get started. So what we're gonna do is utilize one of these powerful tools, which is called, Engram analysis tool. I got this tool from AdBadger, and you probably know who this guy is. But anyways, let's actually go ahead. And the first thing you want to do is go to the ad dashboard, and then you want to select measurement reporting, and then click on sponsored ads reports right over here. Okay, and then hit create report. Okay, so this will actually push you to this page. Then you click create campaign. Okay, you then select for the report type search term, and what we're gonna do is select the longest time range. So I think you can go as far back as 65 days for this particular report. So let's select the longest and broadest time window that we are able to do. Okay, and there we go. Just select the date range and click save. Okay, great. Click on this run report. So click on this button, and this will pull up the report and aggregate all of the data into one Excel file. And then what we're gonna do is actually open this report and really start analyzing the data. So let's just wait for a minute, and then you can refresh the page. So refresh the page, and then it should be right over here. Okay, completed. Nice. Let's click download. Okay, and then open up the report. Okay, once you are inside the report, you want to then sort all the data, so filter this data. Okay, and what we're gonna do next is focus on campaigns that have either broad phrase or the auto match type. So what we're gonna do is really focus on these campaigns because they might trigger additional search terms, right? When you are targeting exact match type keywords, they can only show up for the exact keyword that you are targeting, right? So there will not be any search terms that might be losing us a lot of money. So we just want to unselect exact and leave all these other match types on, right? So we sorted all the data now. Let's filter down to only search terms that have generated a lot of clicks. They brought in a lot of clicks, but they have no sales, right? So what we're gonna do is come over here to this column, 7-day total orders, and you want to unselect everything and only keep the 0 on, right? So this will show us all search terms that are bringing in clicks, right, but they're not turning into sales. So we want to really drill down only to these search terms and analyze which words actually make up these unique search terms so that we can negate them and really remove this huge pool of search terms that are just wasting a lot of dollars, right, and they are not generating any sales. So now what we're gonna do is copy the entire, just come to this column, and you want to actually select the whole list, right? So what you can do is actually click the Control, Shift, and down arrow key to select the entire list from this column. Okay, so these are actually individual search terms, right? And then what we're gonna do is go back to our Engram analysis tool. You want to select search term report and paste these search terms inside under this header where you see search term. So you want to actually keep in mind that you need to map out this data correctly according to the headers inside this tool, right? So where you see search term, you want to only paste these search terms so that actually the values match what is inside the sheet. Hopefully this makes sense. Just follow along and you will not make any mistakes. Okay, where you see impressions, let's select the entire list again, copy, paste it right here. Let's do it again for some reason. Yeah, okay, great. So let's copy the entire list. Okay, paste it right over here. Then you got to actually select clicks and also repeat the same action. So copy the data, paste it right over here under the clicks. Cost is going to be the spend. So cost equals spend. Paste it right over here. Where you see the conversions, this is just going to be all the orders. So you can actually copy all these values again. Sorry guys, I'm just, freaking out for some reason. Okay, let's paste right over here under conversions, and conversion value is gonna be, what is the amount of sales. But this is going to be 0 because since these search terms have not got any sales, so there will not be any really conversion value attached to them, but we can just copy them and paste right over here. So once you map out this data, you'll see what this tool is going to do is actually break down these search terms into individual words. So you can now take a look at split term 1, split term 2, right? So you can see this is the full search term, right, that our product showed up for. And now the sheet, what it is doing is actually breaking down these search terms, unique search terms, into individual words that make up the full search term, right? So why it's important? It's really crucial for us to understand which words contribute to a lot of irrelevant clicks, right? That we might actually remove or negate in our PPC campaigns to eliminate wasted ad spend, reduce ACOS, and improve the profitability. The next step will be to actually go to monogram one word data, and you can see right over here and see actually what we forgot to do is unselect, actually exclude all the competitor ASINs, right, from this list. So what you want to do, go to the search term column, then you want to sort out the data and select does not contain and type in B0 because every competitor ASIN starts with B0. This is just a common thing, right? So we are not gonna focus on competitor ASINs. Just keep that in mind. So you want to just remove that, and erase that from the list. But once that's done, you can then populate this data again. So now let's look at this word, right? So you can see organizer. We got 33 clicks, but no conversion. So you can see right over here, this word is this is just showing you, okay, there are a lot of search terms that have this word, right? But they're not turning into any clicks. So what we're gonna do is negate this individual word, and obviously need to use your judgment to figure out what is the click threshold after I feel comfortable negating or excluding these individual words from my Amazon PPC campaigns, right? So we might want to exclude this word because organizer, you can go over here and you'll see if we take a look, there are all these different search terms such as car baggage organizer, 1 click, right, no sale. Car organizers and storage, 6 clicks and no sales. Car storage organizer, again, you got 2 clicks and no sales. Car storage organizer trunk with cooler, again, the same situation, right, applies to all of these search terms. But if we were looking only at these unique search terms, we would not be able to make a accurate decision because we lack a lot of significant data, because 2 clicks are just too early for us to negate the search term. But once you combine these search terms that share the same common individual word, then you can actually make conclusions and actually take a decision. So yeah, you can take the action because you can see that, okay, these words are not relevant, they are probably not gonna convert into any sales, right? So organizer, Toyota, you can see 29 clicks. Long might be something that I want to really take a look at, and I might consider excluding this word specifically because, as you can see, it makes up 45 clicks, but at this point it hasn't really brought in any sales for us. And yeah, it's just wasting a lot of So if I were to actually sum up all of this numbers or this spend, you'll see that the sum is $3,000, right? So this is just remarkable, and this is a massive amount of money that I'm actually, throwing down the window because I am not really acting on these search terms at the right time to, eliminate the wasted ad spend. Okay, so as you can see, we got $1,800 that, are raking up clicks for us, but we haven't really generated any sales. So it's still quite a lot, right? This can help you save a ton of money. As you can see, this sheet is really powerful, and this tool is not gonna unveil all this data that you can't actually see if you're manually analyzing your search term report. But yeah, so what I would do, what is my thought process? So I'm going through the data inside this monogram one word data, and then I will, move on to these other bigram and trigram analysis. But what I'm looking at, I'm trying to identify and figure out, okay, which words are they're loosely related or they're completely irrelevant to my product, and what words I could negate in my PPC campaigns to save and cut down, like trim down a lot of this wasted ad spend. So you can see soft, feed might be some of these words, right? But anyways, that's what you want to do. Really use your judgment and decide on what words you want to negate. Then we will go to bigram analysis. So let's go over here. Okay, you can see waterproof cargo. So maybe I know that this word is actually relevant to our product because it is actually waterproof. But if you are confident and you know for sure that the product is not waterproof, that is what I would do. You might want to negate a 2-word search term in phrase match type, right? So that the product does not appear and, attract these irrelevant potentially clicks. So yeah, car carrier, cargo roof. So what you see, right, you probably get the gist of how this tool is actually pulling in all of this data. So bigram is going to show you search terms, right, that have the same 2 words, right, that go in sequence. So if they come in a sequence of words, this will pull in this and show you right over here all of these search terms. So you can again use your judgment and just really go over the list and see which words you might potentially want to negate or exclude, right? Trigram is again the same concept here, but it's gonna show you search terms with 3 words, right? Last step, what I'm gonna do is exclude these search terms from every campaign, right? Because you are not sure, you can't really check which campaign these search terms belong to or where they got pulled out from, right? So what you will need to do instead is actually negate these search terms in every single campaign that is either broad, phrase, or auto. So you can then really block the way of your product showing up for these search terms. And that's just how we do it. So yeah, this will help you improve the profit margin, reduce ACOS, and cut down a lot of wasted ad spend. And you're probably you will improve the results of your Amazon advertising. So take this tool and use it for regular search term analysis, because like I said, it's just a golden opportunity for you to come in and eliminate a lot of wasted ad spend, right? With just a few clicks of a button, you can right over here, drill down into search terms and take a call on where you see that, okay, these search terms are not really driving any sales. So I'm gonna go ahead and negate them to ensure that my product does not appear for the same search term ever again, leading to irrelevant clicks and ultimately wasted budget. So that's how it works. If you want me to make a video and go over the process of how I would use a bulk file to negate and remove these search terms from all of my campaigns at once, right, in bulk, leave the comment right below this video and I will make the video on that topic specifically. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace, guys.